everyone. Welcome to Shop. So today I am going over a pigment technique. So this is a look that I want to do today, and I call this Love Dreams. So it require about 2 or 3 different layer of pigment to make everything kind of blendy together, kind of dreamy looking. So this is what I am hoping to dissect today. And then I also will share the WhatsApp group. If you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, this is a group that you can join to get alert on our live stream. Every time that I go on live, I will go on here and text everyone. Also, every time that I have annual sale, I also go on there and post all the coupon code. Okay, now let me turn this camera over. And let me connect it with Dustin. Are you ready, Dustin? Okay.
Requesting the join, sent request. Well, hello, beautiful.
Hi. Pose how to join the WhatsApp group. So when you watch a live, the first thing is a QR code. So you just take the QR code and you just join it through the QR code. All right, let me post my website. My website is www.tinovo.shop, and I ship internationally, everywhere in the world. Okay.
Does that work?
Yes. Okay. And this is an ombre also. Even though the heart kind of covered, it's an ombre too. So kind of dreamy, blendy looking. I really love this look. And then you can see the heart very well because I use a pop art technique. It's how to draw pop art. But when you look far from the distance, it's kind of like cloud. So that is a look that I love, and I'm gonna go for that with Pigment Base. So we need Pigment Base, we need pigment, and we need an ombre brush for us. Using this one. Paper towels.
And what about Alex?
Who? Alex?
Uh-huh.
Alexa, turn on lo-fi
Hip hop from Pandora.
Okay, now I'm gonna take Pigment Base. I'm gonna paint ombre tips.
Good day, Mama Vic. Hello, Vibe Effects. Yes, I've been on the Chargers. Thank you, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
Did you moderate?
Not yet.
I shall take care of it. Yes, Dustin's cold. Okay, let's see. Confirm. Confirmation. Ta-da. Then what else? Change website. All right. 11313.
Hi, 11313. Blend it through. Remember that when you blend down here, don't come up here, because that's what people do when they do an ombre. They come back up here. Up here are all wet gel. You don't want to have anything to do with anything up here. You just target this where the edge at. You just keep going at the edge until, and make sure that every time you're going down, it's even. If it's not even, don't go down any further. Just keep making it nice and even, and then you can go down. Make sure your brush are clean. And then at this point, it's kind of dry, so I couldn't drag it out because these are like really thin, really dry. So look, I couldn't drag it out, and I don't want to increase pressure. So whenever you're at that point, that's when you need a little top coat.
Okay.
I'm gonna use matte. Since we're going for pigment, we don't want to use anything that shine, because then it will block pigment. So I'm gonna use matte, and I'm just gonna wet my brush like this, and then I'm gonna continue. See, now my brush is a little wet, so the gel actually listens to me now, and it spread out even more.
Alexa, up one notch.
When you're done, you clear. And then after we're done with everything, pigment and blending and all that, then we're gonna take pink nude and we're gonna blend it down over everything.
Did you say matte top coat?
Matte top coat, yeah. Because I'm working with pigment, so I'm very conscious about what top coat I'm using, because if I use shine, then I couldn't apply pigment because shine block pigment. So if you use top coat in this process, you matte, because I'm gonna put pigment over here on the white. So I need everything to be pigment compatible.
Nope.
Here. And don't look at this as an ombre, because when you look at this as an ombre, it's gonna take you longer. Just look at it as a blend. You don't want a sharp edge, you just want it to blend up. And then we're gonna do art on here, and then we're gonna take pink nude and we're gonna blend it down. At that time, it will become an ombre. This one too.
Nope.
I almost used the whole bottle of Pigment Base this month. Could you get me a new Pigment Base, Dustin?
Mm-hmm. Is it on the shelf or in a
It
stash?
is in the no, it's in the coffee tables on this red shoe on the far right.
Want me to warm it up for you?
No, it wasn't cold.
It wasn't cold, are you sure?
Yeah, don't go back up here. Remember that. Only your business is down here where the edge at.
Your business is down there.
Anytime that people mess with ombre, that is the biggest mistake. Is they keep like dragging blindly, and it never become an ombre just because they don't understand that ombre meaning spreading gel thin. That's it. That's all it is. It's spreading it really thin. Blend. I shouldn't even say ombre. I would say blend. Blending means spreading a gel thin right at the edge, like this. Oh, thank you.
Ta-da.
New bottle pigment base. Okay, this is what I mean. When I put this on, you see this edge right here? Well, nobody wants that. It looks sloppy.
No, I'm just cold till July,
So
Dominique.
now, remember, see this edge? So now I'm going to blend it, meaning I'm going to spread it thin. I'm going to spread this. See, just at the edge. See that? Right at the edge. And you just take that take the tip of the ombre bristle and you just feather it out right at the edge. See, I'm right here. I'm not down here at all. I'm right here.
Starting from your last edge.
Starting from the very edge, the tip of the edge of the edge. See, now I have a new edge. You see, this one, I'm not going in here. No way. I'm right at the edge, right there. Drag out a new edge. And the edge will get thinner and thinner and thinner as we go. Because that's how thinning work. That's how blending work. Is it have no choice but to get thinner and thinner, and eventually it disappear. And that's what people call ombre. It's two color blending into each other like that. Here. Ombre is something that you gotta get familiar right with very quick because it's a new French. Everyone love ombre. Now, pink. Ooh, it's my favorite. What shade do I use? Do I use a medium shade?
Okay,
Ooh,
3 pinks.
yeah, I'm gonna use hot pink actually. I'm gonna use this. Make it hot.
They all look hot to me.
Okay, I'm gonna take this and I need a paper towel. Okay. Kind of one double folded because sometimes the paper towel is thin and it get onto my background, onto my tables. This one is a little bit, it's a little
Pigment Base.
dry. Hi, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
Was that Pigment Base? I was tardy for class.
It is. It's Pigment Base.
Okay.
Only Pigment Base will help the gel to be adhered like this. Let me see. I hope this is the right colors. I think it's the right colors.
Yes, Abby, that's what we're going to be learning today. She's on pins and needles.
Is what's she learning?
What you're doing right now.
Oh yeah.
These little...
Okay. So this finger I want a hot right here. So I'm gonna go here, here, and here. This corner I blend it up just a little bit. And then I'm gonna switch to this spot right here. And I'm gonna blend it through. Put this on the left, and then I'm gonna jump back to the right.
Oh. Has been an artist his whole life.
My whole life. I love art.
Well, almost excited.
Yeah, it's gloves.
Yeah.
I ordered some gloves because I have to have enough gloves for Anaheim, LA, on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is enough. So whenever you have enough, you move on. This is what we start out with, and it's gonna become this. So easy so far. Besides the ombre, need a little practice if you're weak on ombre, but other than that, everything is making sense so far. Just blend a tip and then put in your colors. Splotches of colors.
I always clean, but I cannot get rid of my gummy bits. Why is that? I have
Gummy
tried
bits.
numerous methods, blooming gel in the middle, top gel, base gel, acrylic, etc. Please help, family.
Let's talk about the ombre, right? I always clean, but I cannot get rid of the gummy bit. Why is that? I have tried numerous methods, blooming gel in the middle, top gel, base gel, acrylic. Help family. Okay. So if she's talking about the ombre, the blend that I'm doing right now, I want you to know that on ombre. If you try blooming gel, you try gummy gel, you try base gel. If you try any gel, you will fail. Now, remember that at the end, I take a little matted and I dip it in. You have to notice that the matted are not the one that, here, let me demonstrate it for you. Let me demonstrate it so it's easier for you to understand than me talking. Okay, so kind of excited to demonstrate this. Okay, let me explain it for you. So when people do an ombre, right, they need the gel and they need an ombre brush. Okay, so they need the gel. So I will explain how I do it first, and then I explain how people do it. So I need a gel, right? And then I'm gonna take a brush and blend the tip out. Now you notice I didn't use any top coat. I didn't use any base coat. I didn't use any gummy. I didn't use anything. Because at this point, you have no business using any gels. Your gel is all right here. Then your job is to take the edge and blend it thinners. If you add base coat, if you add top coat, if you add anything right now, it's gonna be so streaky. It's gonna be impossible for you to do your ombre. Right now, I'm just starting with an empty ombre brush because our mission right now is to blend it out thinner, to spread it thinner. So you cannot use any top coat right now. Okay, so I'm gonna keep blending it out.
Technique is the goal here,
Not yet.
not product.
Not yet. I need to explain this correctly because people see me use top coat, so they think they can just dip the brush into the top coat. And I say, I'm gonna do two now. First nail, I'm gonna do it my way. Second nail, I'm gonna do it in the point of view that how I observe people do it, which is wrong. Okay, this is a correct way. So listen to me explaining. This is a gel right here, and our mission is to spread the edge thin. So at this point, you cannot put any top coat at all. This is a dry ombre brush with nothing on it. This nail right here only have the gel, and I am taking the brush and I blending the gel out. Okay, so every single edge that I blend out, it get thinner and thinner, but it come to a certain point where it's so thin and dry, I couldn't spread it anymore. So whenever this happen, I take a top coat. Now, you gotta watch the way that I take in the top coat because I'm drying my brush. This top coat, I'm dipping my brush in and watch. I wiggle it because I don't want any top coat to be in my brush. I don't want it to dip a top coat. So I'm spreading it out. So at this point, my brush is moist, but it have no top coat on it. Do you see any top coat? No top coat on it. So I'm just dipping in top coat and I'm spreading it out for my brush to be moist. And the reason why top coat is even involved in this process, because this right here is way too dry for me to drag. So with a little moistness, I can drag it out. See that? I can drag it out. So that is the right way of doing it. Now, let me show you the wrong way that people do. So people see me doing it, this way we do because not paying enough attention to detail. So I need to make sure that I explain this in full detail. So this is what people do. They take gel, they slap it on. Okay, let me show you. And then they take top coat. They say, oh, I see Tino, you top coat. It's going to make my ombre happen. So before I even do this ombre, I need to use top coat because with top coat, it's going to make it happen because I've seen it happen. So they dip it in top coat like this. Ooh, look at my top coat. And then they do this. And they're like, why isn't it not happening? So what they do, they take more top coat like that. And then they're like, come on, ombre happen. But what happened is you keep adding gel in and your mission is to spreading it out thin. So doesn't matter how much gel you add in or doesn't matter what kind of gel you add in, you already failed at the very beginning because you use gel top coat, you use base coat. And I'm not saying that you can. You gotta have including this on to make this ombre happen, but not at the start. Because at the start, your mission is at the very start, your mission is, let me dry my brush because these have way too much top coat. Let me dry my brush. So your mission is making your brush dry, super dry. So you don't add any more gel in, and your mission is taking this edge. You see this line right here, separating between the white and the clear, this harsh line. You need to take the tip of your brush and spread it out thin. So this is your first block that you spread out. See that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm spreading it out, and I make sure that it's really thin.
Is it light touch?
Very light touch. And at this point, when you spread this edge out thin, if you have any clear gel in it, what happens is the clear gel will mix into the white gel and it'll be very sticky. You can't do that. So when I spread it out thin, now I'm looking at the new edge. You see the new edge right here? I'm spreading that edge out thin. So the second block should be way thinner than the first block. And then right now, this is the edge right here. I am spreading out thin. Sometimes I don't even need to take any top coat. The only reason why you ever use a top coat is to help you spread it out. But the top coat is not the one that make your ombre happen. In fact, if you put too much top coat, it will, the result will be opposite. Your ombre will be the biggest failure. So you have to remember you pay very closely to the attention of my step, because what I'm trying to say is I use top coat to help me moist my brush. I don't say I dip my brush in top coat. I don't dip my brush in top coat. I try to spread it out evenly to the brush. Sometimes I take my finger and I take up extra top coat because I want my ombre to be as, I wouldn't say dry.
So you want it to be, you want it to basically be like you don't want it to be like a sponge. So you dry it first to get it through what you want, and then whenever it gets to the point of you're just spreading it and leaving streaks, you coat your brush with matte.
No, not coat.
And then after you get it the coated on, then you wipe it off so that it's just moist, right?
It's moist. You see, saying I want my brush dry is actually wrong word to say it.
Okay.
I want my brush to be free of gel. That's why I put my brush in top coat, just to moisten it. But I don't want it to be dry. I want it to be, see all the gel? I don't want that on there. I want it to be free of gel. I just want it moist. Moist so it can help me spread out the gel. But you don't want like this. You don't want this. Do you see how much gel in here? You don't want this.
Because that's mixing.
Because that's mixing, that's adding. So you are adding top coat into the gel that you're trying to spread. That's kind of against the purpose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A gel that you're trying to spread, you don't want any more gel. So remember that that is a crucial detail that make or break the ombre. And I think my explanation today is very thorough, because before I try to explain many times, sometimes I go too fast or something, but there's still people that doesn't get it, you know? And that's what I mean is when I say the top coat doesn't make your ombre, I'm actually meaning it. I mean it. The top coat don't make your ombre. The top coat will ruin your ombre. You have to do your ombre with a dry brush. And then when it's too dry, you moisten your brush with top coat so it can help you blend. You see the difference? One is a top coat, help you blend, and the other one is, oh, Tino, you top coat, so I'm going to use top coat because that's going to make my ombre success. No, the top coat doesn't have anything to do with your ombre. Okay, now let's come back to the pink.
And they said, thank you. It was a wonderful explanation.
Good, good, good. And this is not the last time that I will explain it, because I'm going to explain again, because, you know, there are always new people come in, and the ombre technique are very crucial. So that is something that even if you understand, I'm going to keep on explaining later, just so everyone will understand, you know, because it's very intricate. Just a couple of misunderstanding would ruin your ombre right away. Just a couple of misunderstanding on how to keep the brush wet or dry, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you just remember You want your brush to be dry. And an easiest way to remember it is thinking, don't think about ombre. Thinking, I am spreading the gel out. I am spreading it thinner. Right now, it's a solid white. I want to spread the edge out until it's not white anymore, until I see absolutely nothing. So spreading the gel out thin will be easier for you to understand than doing an ombre. Don't think about doing an ombre. Just remember, I want to spread out my gel. And that's something I also noticed in class too. That's why I'm very well aware of that problem. It's just that to explain that is it's not a piece of cake. To explain that is incredibly, it's so intricate. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is from Abby. So remember, speak slow.
Okay.
Okay, I get the idea of spreading it out, but how do you get your controlled areas? Because when I have
You have
spread out before it spreads too far. If you notice, he's also kind of went at an angle.
Like this. Okay. So that's another thing. That's another thing that I need to show you is, okay, I'm going to show you the right one on one side and the wrong one on the other side. So this side is the right one. Okay, so now see the edge? I am spreading about right here. Okay. You see this from here to here? From this point to this point. That is a short burst. Very short. When people spread, this is how they do it. From here, they go, and then they keep going, and then they keep going. No. So I'm going from here to here like this. Okay. And right now it's not perfect because I see streak, so I'm gonna go over it again, but I'm not going any longer. I'm going from here to here. Okay. Until it's perfect. And then I pick up the new edge. Am I gonna take the new edge and drag it all the way down here? No. I'm gonna drag just a tiny bit like this. That's it. And then I'm gonna stay here until everything is smooth and perfect. Then I keep dragging from here to here. So I'm gonna explain it on paper so you can understand. Okay, so this is I'm gonna draw on paper. This is an edge. Okay. Most people would take this edge and they would just drag. But what I did is I take this edge and I drag from here to here. And of course, it's not perfect. So I'm gonna do it again. And again and again and again until it's smooth. And then I'm gonna take this edge and I'm gonna drag it out more, but I only drag it to here. So I'm gonna keep dragging it. And it's not perfect, so I have to do it again. And again and again until it's perfect. But this part is gonna be thinner than this part. It's gonna be thin out as you go. So now I'm gonna take this edge. I'm gonna drag it out more. And by now it's like very faded. And then I'm gonna take this edge. I'm gonna drag it out more. By now that's like barely anything. And I'm gonna take this edge and I'm gonna drag it out more. And then I'm gonna take this edge and I'm gonna drag it out more. And then I'm gonna take this edge and I'm gonna drag it out more. And then I'm gonna take this edge and drag it out more.
So you look at it like a football field, and you never go past the line before you.
You never go past that line. You keep taking the edge and you drag, 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 drag until there's nothing left. And by that you have an ombre. Okay? So don't drag it out long. That's also wrong too.
I can see a lot of people thinking, "Oh, I need more," going back
more
down there, dragging it up.
Yeah, more. No, just edge, 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 edge.
Clients losing confidence.
Because people don't target edge. People doesn't target edges. They do this. They from here, they drag it down. Okay. Let's say they drag it down successfully the first time. They don't start at the edge. They go back here and they drag down more wet gel. And at that point, they don't see the ombre really working. So they keep going back up here and they drag down more gel. No, you always start at edge, new edge, new edge, new edge, new edge, new edge, until there's nothing. That is a correct way to do ombre, is blend out the edge. Make it thin, and thinner and thinner and thinner. So now, I guess if I do an ombre now, you can understand it, right?
So good job for Digital Biros. Says I just tried it on a nail and it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy. It's not difficult. It's very easy. You just have to understand what I'm trying to tell you and follow that formula.
I think it was pretty.
It's very easy. I swear to you, it's very easy. But you have to understand what I'm saying first. See, now I do an ombre again. So now I hope that you can understand what I'm doing here. Okay. So now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use my same lingo. Okay. So I'm going to target the edge. Look, I'm going to target the edge. See that? I'm not going furthest. This is going to be perfect for me before I move on. Going to be nice and thin and perfect. Okay, this is my first block, my first edge. I completely blend out. Whenever I'm like, okay, I love it. Then this new edge. You see the new edge? Target that edge. See that? Now, do you see the new edge? Target that edge.
So one small section at a time.
Now, do you see the new edge? You probably don't see it because now it's very light. I'm going to target that edge. And then whenever it's so thin right here that I couldn't drag it anymore, that is when I use a little top coat. But as I say, too much gel would ruin everything. So just make your brush moist and then kind of wipe up all the excess top coat. So now I can drag my gel out even more. You know what I mean? So that can change your life.
Change your life.
If it doesn't change your life, then you just DM me and ask the question again. How did you do number?
Well, you have a very extensive tutorial or highlight tutorial.
Yes,
that
yes.
goes over so many different ways to achieve it.
Yes. But, the translation, the
Yeah. And if someone asked earlier if you could use a sponge, and you can.
You can.
But
I have
it's
several
a little
techniques.
different.
Yeah, it's different. I have several techniques on that. And I have tutorial on that, but I say there is so many different kind of people in the world, and sometimes people understand it this way, sometimes people understand it that way. So, certain things that I say, they might not understand it. They might not understand it. So the more explanation, the better, in different ways. I hope today a bunch of people understand it now.
Well, they should. You get visual with verbal.
Yeah.
And pen and paper. So
It is not a technique that are easy to crack for most people, because until this day there's still people that doesn't know how to do ombre. So it's not easy to crack, but it's easy to do. The moment you understand it, it will click just like that. You just have to understand it before you dive into it, because most people, when they brush it blindly, and you can't do it blindly. You have to understand what you're doing. Because, sometimes when I do nail like this, I talk. So people think that, oh, it's so easy, you should dive into it. No, I understand my step. So certain things, even if I seem to be sloppy, but I do have a purpose for that move, you know. It's not like doing it without a reason. Everything you do have to have a reason.
Yes, yes. So a lot of people got it and learned.
Good,
Great,
good, good, good.
congratulations.
Very
They've
good.
also observed that maybe I learned something. They think I should do an ombre.
Oh. Okay.
You know, one of these days I'll do something that way you all feel good.
Now, I'm going to show you something. So now, I'm going to take pink nude. I'm going to apply pink nude like over here. And then I'm going to drag my pink nude down. That's what I did when I make this video. That is very dangerous because the ombre here is still insecure. I haven't secured it yet. So if I were to put a wet gel here and then I start brushing it down, I am now messing with my ombre. And when I do it, I was panicking. I was like, there's no way I can do a perfect ombre. And it's not. That was this heart is right here to cover it. So before you use pink nude, let's secure our pigment. So I'm gonna use shine it. I'm gonna use shine it, coat it on so my pigment is safe. Then I can do a pink ombre. Shine it right here. Yeah.
And if somebody asked about a two-color ombre,
Yeah.
really, aren't you just putting one color and then bringing the second color up to it?
Yes, yes, that is a brush ombre. Using brush technique, I do one color first, and then I clear, and then I do the other color. That is a ombre using brush technique. Ombre using sponge technique, I do the sponge. Check out my ombre life. Check out my ombre life.
It was a very good day that day.
Yeah. But these is the first colors, and then the second color is pink nude. So you're gonna see me taking pink nude and blend it down. So now this is the first color is a white colors. And of course, this based on this design, it's not just a simple white. It is a white with pink shade on it. Here this. Okay. Let me dump this one out so it's easy to paint. Oh, I hope everyone stay warm. It's so cold. It is cold. We just bought an electric blanket yesterday. Try not to have any red feather into my nails.
Oh, I appreciate you. I love you. Oh, here's a good. How do you drink your water?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Out of a mug? I don't know. I got you mugs, maybe. Tanya said it's nice and warm here in Oz.
Oh, how lucky.
Kangaroo country. Gosh.
Just rub it in, Tanya. Rub it in.
Yeah.
Beautiful Australia. I can't wait to go to Australia.
Well, I can't either. That picture she sent us, those kangaroos on the golf course, they just take it over.
I want to go catch an alligator like a crocodile Dundee. But I need to practice first. So I go to Florida first, and I go to the swamp, and then I play with American alligators.
I think you just strap chicken on your ankles and bam, it happens.
Oh, it's happening.
Right.
No, I want to go in and dress for the alligator. Like,
oh, you'll be wrestling once they start trying to get that chicken.
I be like.
You'll be high stepping it. You look like a track star. Alligator call it. Just
come in, ducky, come to me. It cannot outrun me. It have short, stuffy little legs.
Stuffy.
I have long legs. I'm gonna outrun it.
If you think?
Yeah, it have stuffy legs.
I'm not 100% sure that's the correct theory by any means. I'm pretty sure that they're.
Yeah.
I think they run faster than we do.
I don't know.
I'm getting ready to find out.
I don't think they can run fast. How? Like
this? Try to. Yeah. Look how quick a possum is. You gotta admit those are pretty quick. Yeah. Remember that armadillo? Remember the turtle?
Okay, I'm gonna ombre it with pink nude. I'll take this.
How fast does an alligator move? What do you think?
35 miles per hour.
Oh, that's way too fast. 20 miles an hour.
Oh, I can outrun it easy.
Not for very long.
I climb on the tree like a monkey.
Oh,
It cannot get me.
All the trees are in the swamp.
So it can't get me. It cannot climb.
Man, we're going down.
You know what? Why would I run from it? I say I want to capture an alligator. So I'm not gonna run from it. I'm gonna like try to bag it.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get bit. Trying to save you from an alligator. I can see it now. Okay. Yes, there's starter kits available.
Yes.
Ooh, it's cold everywhere. Oh, they got big alligators down in Australia too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's I know there's crocodile and then the alligators.
So the vote is nobody wants you to go wrestle alligators.
Really? I can be good at it. I'm in the gym right now. So by the time I'm ready, gonna be like 2 years and then I'll be ready to wrestle an alligators. Okay, this.
So yes, Alex, or husband, some husband, and it is a blessing, and we don't take it lightly that we get to be together all day long. But no, we're not really doing it together. It's pretty much all him. I just make sure he doesn't venture off and wrestle an alligator.
If your nude is not no white, then after this step, you need to somehow white up the inhibition or put another no white top coat or something, because you're gonna put pigment on this, so you want everything to be no white. This I already would shine it on, and then this the pink nude that I use on no white, so I'm safe with this technique.
Do you do a double layer of the pink nude?
Yes, I'm gonna do 3 coats of pink nude on a normal nail, like clear, like not clear acrylic, like a natural acrylic or natural nail. You can do like 1 or 2 coats, but on clear nail, I'm gonna do 3 coats because I want everything to be covered. But your client nail bed wouldn't be clear; it will be like natural looking.
Oh, here's a good one.
What's that?
And then after you are finished curing, is that the best time for you to take a drink of water?
Maybe.
You know we've been dehydrated. Well, those pink hearts just rock. I love the star effect to it. Like so.
I would do the Mardi Gras set in February, but if you need inspiration for Mardi Gras, I have did a set that I am very proud of. It's these peacock ladies with the mascara mask. It's going very, very good. About last year when I posted it, around March. You might want to check that out for inspiration.
March?
Yeah. Remember the peacock goddess?
I was getting ready to look for those because somebody asked about a Mardi Gras
Yeah.
inspiration.
I titled that Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. Well, I thought the pigment were gonna be the focal point of this live, but it turned out to be an ombre. How exciting is that? And let's assume that everyone already know how to work with pigment, right? How to block pigment, how to adhere pigment.
So if the person who is asking about Mardi Gras,
Uh-huh. Oh, you have the nails?
I do. Of course I do. See, that's why people are like, I want to buy your nails, but see, we couldn't do this if we did that. And then I just had a whole flashback of memories.
This one. Can you see it?
Yes, perfectly. Perfectly.
Okay.
You know, there's too many memories wrapped up in those nails to sell.
Yes.
I'm able to look at them.
So
I remember that night.
the story of that ladies is, so I played this game. It's called Mobile Legend, and one of my monster that I'm using called Fasha. So she's a peacock goddess. So I borrow her costume, and of course I change it around, I change her face and everything. But she have a mask on and all that. So I was like, I'm inspired of it. I love Fasha. So I was inspired of Fasha, and then one of my friend who is a nail tech text me like, Tino, you're fucking amazing. I said, what's going on? She's like, is this Fasha? And I'm like, yes. How do you know? You were playing the same game, same video game. So now I am brushing down deeper just because all the blend that I did, I love it. So I want, because it's sheer, so I want to cover that just to make my stroke even more perfect. And then the last one, I'm going to try not to have any streak or anything at all. With this gel, it's built for ombre, so it's very easy to just blend it out. Look at that. Beautiful. Do that to all of it. Okay, this one too. See, see, when I blend through here, I love it. But I might have like imperfection here and there. I couldn't see. If I have any imperfection, I couldn't see. But most often when you do, if you have any streak or anything like that, which for this gel, it's almost impossible to even have streak. But if you have any streak when you blend, my last coat, I always go over it because it's sheer. So it's still showing the difference between the pink and the white, but now it's kind of like smooth it out. So all of your mistake, if you have over here, all the streak and all that, it's gonna be smooth out.
Smooth out.
But then your last coat, it have to be perfect. You want your last coat to be perfect. And this gel is easy to make it perfect. See, like that. Done. Beautiful.
Yeah, I would say that Tino's products don't mix well with others. There's a big debate going on.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I just got to thinking, you've created your own stuff. You even get involved in the chemical process because you weren't happy with all these other brands you tried. So, of course, they're not going to work with other ones.
Yeah.
Which is good. Because what we have to know is I don't see any struggle bus going on here with you.
Kill this.
Man,
Another
this
one.
is so beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't even like pink. In there.
Okay. Then after that, I'm ready for the heart.
Blue dots.
Yeah, glue that you can find on like Walmart, Amazon.
Avalon. We'll just stop it with Avalon.
Here. So now we have a nice ombre with a blended blotchy pink tips. So we're gonna paint it hot in between, and then it's all gonna be pink too. So it looks like a cloud of love, just a dreamy.
Cloud of love.
It look, you know,
Oh,
it like
wow.
look blendy. Like when people look at it, they be like, how do you start? Do you start with a heart? Do you start with like what is it?
Yeah, it's a
How?
little,
You know what I mean? Is it a sticker?
because it looks like
You want that?
airbrushing everywhere.
Right? It's like, how do you do it? Is this a design tip or something? Anytime that people have that kind of reaction is when you can make money. Thing that people don't understand easy is things that you can make money off. Things that are not transparent, things that are plain with layers, stuff like that. It means that the people around you couldn't do it. Unless they watch Tino live, then they can.
Oh yeah, it looks like the Care Bear cloud. Yes, it does. Little Care Bear clouds.
Not gonna use the mixer today. The ingredients today are very simple. So not a lot gel mixing going on. Let's use a 10 millimeter brush. You can use a 7 if you want. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a 7.
Oh my goodness, Miss Gigi.
What happened?
She said the hearts are like glamour shots background from back in the day. Way back in the day. You probably don't even know what glamour shots are.
What?
It was, I mean, now they have filters, but imagine taking these filters and putting them into pictures back in the day when people were just ugly until
Oh,
glamour shots came around. Yeah.
glamour
I mean,
shot.
yeah, I've heard of glamour shots. I don't personally.
You tried glamour shot before?
No.
You wanna be glamorous?
Actually, I hate to admit it, but I think I have a glamour shot picture
Oh
of Janice.
no! Oh, one of
So
our
so you'll get to see, because she's like 80 something. The picture was taken when she was in her, no, I'd say 50s, and she looks like she's 25. So we'll let you. I'll try to find
They Photoshop her or something?
basically, but you know, it took the wrinkles out. It was
Oh,
so much
okay.
like the modern
Like a
day.
basic Photoshop.
I mean, it's no big deal to you because
But back then
grew
it's
up.
like
Right.
serious.
Because back then everyone was just ugly or
Right. Or
you stood in the shadows. That way you got a good,
yeah.
non-descriptive.
Just not go with the norm.
Right. Back then you didn't want crisp pictures. You wanted fuzzy. It's like, oh, this one's too detailed. What's it, Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
All right, Lisa.
You know, I want to maybe another one up here. It's a small one.
Oh, fuzzy pictures are called soft focus.
Soft focus. How elegant is that?
It sounds elegant, though.
Soft focus. I want a soft focus pictures. And then they put it in eHarmony. So back in the days, back in the day, there's no Tinder. Back in the day, there's eHarmony. They put it in eHarmony, and then by the time they show up, the guys already spent too much time getting there with his wagon. So,
With his wagon.
so you have to put up with all that deception.
Hello, Matt.
Who?
Matt
Oh, hi, Matt.
Goat leader.
Go Tay.
Goat.
Go Slay.
Uh,
Glamour shot. Interesting. You know what? When my mom found out how to use Photoshop, let me tell you, she go crazy. By the time she done with whatever she do with her picture, I couldn't recognize her. She go crazy with the smoothing and the concealing. And then she showed my dad. She like, is it pretty? He like, who's that?
Yeah, we all feel old now. I don't feel old by any means, though.
Yeah.
I just don't. You keep me pretty entertained, occupied, and up to beat. Yep, Tino's done some gender reveals. It's been quite
Yeah.
a while.
With Sonnet. When I'm in New York class, I post a gender review at 8:30 p.m. I was panicking. I remember that.
You keep the little duck on the thumb. Say, what
Uh-huh.
the duck?
What a duck. Yeah.
What the duck?
What a duck.
You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Ding dong, ping, pin. Oh boy.
Have a good day, Ding Dong.
Wait till you get that beautiful mat on there and just.
I need to put a shadow on the pink, and then I need to pigment the pink, and then need to add twinkle in and everything. Pink on pink.
I want to try the ombre, but I don't have ombre brush. Do you have any tips?
You have to have ombre brush. It's mandatory.
Or the sponge technique.
Sponge, yeah.
But really, you don't want to practice something without having the proper tools because you're not going to succeed.
Yeah. Tool is important.
And then you're going to get discouraged.
Sometimes you might be able to tweak your product, but not your tools. You have to have a tools. And then sponge, you need the sponge, but sponging is different than brushing.
Purple vibes. Us Pisces need nail inspo.
Pisces?
Yeah. Have we done Pisces?
Yeah, I did done Pisces. I believe that it might go after Aquarius. I done Pisces once, but Pisces is my first zodiac design that I done, so it's good. Last year people like it, but this year I want to have a little more. But last year I did a Aurora twin fish. It's a rainbow Aurora twin fish, very dreamy.
Do you remember what month?
It's in
Pisces month.
in Pisces month.
All right, everybody. When's Pisces month? I'll see if I can't find a X inspo.
X inspo.
Koi Pisces. Well, Tara, she would know everything.
Yeah, koi Pisces. I done koi.
What brush number are you using to make the heart?
I did use 7 millimeters.
February. Okay.
February. Okay.
Will there be a lunar New York year? Look,
I tried. I would try.
he's gonna try it and he's wanting to. He's excited, but
Yeah.
you have a show to prepare him for.
Yeah, I preparing for a show. My objective right now is Aquarius, and whenever I finish Aquarius, then I think about doing the lunar or not. And one of the reasons is I totally didn't think about the lunar at all. I think about the New Year's way ahead of time. I think about it since October for New Year and all that, but I totally unaware of lunar until it's hit. So I just need to think about it, and it's it just needs to excite me right now. It's not excite me yet. Aquarius excite me. I think I have a semi of a plan for Aquarius.
You know, those may have never made it to the board.
The Pisces,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Check out February
Yeah.
board. You did. How about March, April, stuff like that?
I did.
Give it to me. Maybe I can see it and spot it out. It's right here.
Oh. It's Year of the Dragons. How can you not be excited about dragons?
I'm a horse. I'm not a dragon. I'm a horse.
So this
I'm
is
only excited by
inspiration for the
year of the horse.
Pisces.
Last year was cute, but this year I want to upgrade it.
It needs to be serious this year, not cute.
Yeah, mad at Aurora. Are you unicorn gliss? I believe this is aqua unicorn gliss. There we go. Okay. All right. We are putting pink pigment on the heart, and you only want it to be in one direction, like this. If you choose to blend from the right to the left, you want to leave a little bit of highlight right here and here. So you're casting a shadow, basically, like this. This heart, I'm gonna start right here because it's already pink right here, so I don't want to start on this side. I'm gonna start somewhere with this white behind it. I'm gonna put pink on it, so it can look trippy.
Yes, he'll be doing Aquarius this month.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a Sagittarius.
I am a Sagittarius. And my Chinese zodiac animal is a horse. Okay. And I'm gonna choose over here, because over here is already pink. So I'm gonna do the opposite. Isn't that fun? The background have to be no white. If the background is sticky, it wouldn't work. Everything needs to be no white, because pigment don't stick onto no white at all. So you want everything to be no white. Right here.
No, Tino doesn't do short nails. They make him sad and depressed.
Yes. You can and take my design and just based on its proportion, you can do short nail yourself. Like for this tip, it's 50-50 pretty much. The white, apply half, blend down. Put some pink on it. The pink, apply half, blend down.
Is the white no white?
The white, no. The white have inhibition layer on it. The white is pigment base right here. I use it for pigment because it makes my pigment beautiful. So I'm using pigment base. That's the only agent on the nail that able to adhere pigment. But anything beside the white hot, it doesn't. It's block pigment. No white block pigment. So that's why my heart can stay on like this. Isn't that trippy?
Were you also born in 1990? Of course he was not. He's only 21. Jeez. Oh.
Oh, you crazy.
She was born in 1990, December 16th. But you were born whatever
You guys.
today is.
Don't you guys be revealing my real age. I have a fake age. I'm 21. Don't reveal my real age. I don't want anyone to know how old I really am. Okay, now. Okay, pink hot right here.
All right, she's on board now. She wasn't born in the 90s either. See, it's so much better just to
Thank
just
you.
to stop, Agent. Hey, Ladybug. Has everybody else got sound? Well, good luck on your surgery.
Good luck on your surgery. You know,
Always check your doctor before you go in. Hello, cute person. So back to our conversation we was having before everyone else came around. Are we thinking that the lamb, what did you say,
lamb palik.
Palik would cure me?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking it might be good, but
You're not taking any
it's just but.
disclaimers for health?
It's just but.
Okay,
Might be good, but
just free lessons and art supplies. So fantasy-like.
yes, I like fantasy.
And notice that he's making sure the pigment is into the brush, but then not so caked on.
Right, very clean. Sorry if I didn't show this. I knocked it out before I do it. And white pigment.
No, only one pigment-based color.
Yeah, Pigment Base only have white.
Because really, it's using it to adhere to the pigment, and you have all those different colors. So
yes.
White's really all you want.
I have Pigment Base first, and that is one of the hardest selling product. I made it for pigment, and what I do to the inhibition layer is that I create it dry, so I can apply pigment on without smudging it. And then later on, I have my gel colors, like these are my gel colors. So I make all my gel color compatible with pigment. So you can apply pigment on my gel color too, but the Pigment Base is the only one that are white.
Could you use glow in the dark pigments with Pigment Base?
Oh yeah, you can use any kind of pigment with Pigment Base. Okay, so light pink. Kind of like setting powder in makeup.
Oh, you're incredibly talented. I know many people from many countries, and you are the best.
Thank you.
uh, Lethalure. I know I'm not saying it right. So I'm surprised such a fluffy brush gets on precise location. Know that Tino has a very accurate and very light, perfect touch. So just because he's moving quick and fast, and you know,
Just be careful with your movement. The same thing that I explained about the ombre before, where I move section by section. I do the same with pigment. Pigment, when I blend, I look at the color. If it blends this way, if I go further, it might cover everything. Then I just stay there and I just keep blending like that. I don't move. Just be careful with your movement, because you can also ruin things by moving it too much. Like if I stay right here and I blend, if I move too much, it will cover all my white. So you have to remember short burst, light and short burst.
light short burst. Miss Gigi says, so you can still grab a lot of pigment off the napkin,
Yes, yes.
but also know that once he grabs it, then he gives it a little brush though, because you don't want.
And it's like makeup.
Oh,
It's like a makeup palette. So right now, what you have is like, this is not like a makeup palette. This is loose dust. So when I dip it in here, it's all the just loose dust in general. That if I slap on a nail, I'll be in trouble. It's gonna shoot everywhere. So what I do is that I put it on a towel so it can trap my dust. So the color are still here. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just now it's not dusty. I'm not dipping the brush in. So with this, I usually just clean it off and then knock off the dust
and when he says clean, he's just rubbing it.
like that. So right now my dust have no brush at all. Now all my color is still here, but I'm no longer dipping into a bunch of loose powder. I'm just brushing it right here, and I have my color. See it?
So would you say the paper
Brushing right
towel
here.
makes everything even?
It trap. It
Yeah.
like okay. When you sweep the floor, the dust flying everywhere in the air and all that. If you put it in a paper towels, it it, it will
Go down in there and it's only going to come up.
right. The dust are still there. It's not going anywhere, but it's trapped. It doesn't. It's not like this.
Absorbs. It absorbs.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like this. You want it to be like
And then how do you clean out
like
the
that.
brush after each color used?
And after that, I take a paper towel like this and I clean it out like that.
It just keeps rubbing until there's no more left.
Right. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. So the color's still here, not going anywhere. But now it's not like loosey goosey. It's like it's trapped, like a makeup palette. The makeup palette is it's solid. So it's like that. It's just make the pigment solid. Okay. Here's art gel.
Ooh, good job.
Okay, so this is what I use. Any gel pen would do.
They asked if we were a couple. Yes, we are a couple. Couple of what? I'm not sure. I love watching you paint these little stars. And if you notice, he's painting all the stars at once. That way he keeps his
Angle.
direction and angle and everything all consistent.
Yeah, 'cause if I do this and I have to switch this and that and that, and then I have to do another one, I have to switch. So I don't want to switch. That's why I do that. I just want to do one direction, and then I can switch later
Very consistent.
with that. And then I don't have to switch my angle, my body. I don't have to switch anything. I can just keep on going. And then I can switch now. Mm-hmm. Flip a hand over.
So back to the Palik.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, so. Oh.
You feel better?
I feel better.
Better.
Okay.
Yeah, no brothers. So Sharna said she's listening silently. That means we can talk about her, right?
Yes, definitely.
She can't hear us, right?
I mean, who cares?
It says I'm the only. Am I the only one holding? No, a lot of us hold the breath whenever it's very detailed like that. It's just human nature.
And Milky?
Except for him, he just talks right through it like no big deal.
It's ain't my first rodeo, honey.
Easy peasy. Mm-hmm. Well, it's almost finally getting hot in here.
That's all it takes is practice.
Mm-hmm.
But line work wasn't my specialty at all. When I first started out, my line work was crappy. It wasn't pretty. My specialty is layers. I love layers, but my line work is still. And I'm not talking about drawing, like 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 drawing, like animation and all that. You don't have to be like the best at line work to do that. But I'm talking about like color blocking. Sharp lines, harsh, sharp, symmetrical line. Okay, so I'm taking Milky. This is what I am using, Milky gel colors. I'm taking Milky and apply here. Okay, I'm gonna do that to all of them. Just apply it in the center so it looks glowy. And if you feel like you want like some more, you can apply some more.
What is your brush made of since they are at acetone pro?
It's sable mix.
It's an acid Chinese. Well, just tell them. God.
Kolinsky sable mix. It have a special coating in there. Okay. Keep on going until all of them are done. Next is a little scary. I gonna outline this hard, and I don't like another layers, so I'm gonna just do it directly on pigment. And if you don't want to risk it like that, then you apply a layer of top coat on, like a matte or shine, and then you can go ahead and draw. So if you mess it up, you can wipe it up. But if you're confident, then you can just go straight on it if it's not too complicated for you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Our lamp will be sold out soon, and after in about like in about a month it will be restocked. It haven't sold out yet. I hope not, but it's sold out soon. But then it restocks very quick too. So.
You're doing pictures after this, right?
The what?
Or what's your plans after this?
Oh yeah, I need to do some pictures.
We didn't get it last night because the door locked. So I'm gonna go start heating
the room up. Yeah, thank you. So I am going to paint 10 millimeters and trace around the heart.
white or milky.
What I just did with the twinkle, that is a milky. And right now I'm using art gel for the line around the heart.
Yes, that is Tino's hand at the end of the videos.
Yes. Do you like my sexy hands? A lot of people think that it's a girl's hand. A girl hand couldn't be that pretty, right? Only Tino hand is that pretty, right? You can't say a girl hand is that pretty.
You know what we can say is this, okay? What we can say factually is your hands are prettier than any of the other people who were wearing your nails, and you know what I mean? You had the prettiest out of all of them.
Well, 80% of the nail industry is all female. I haven't seen a hand pretty like that.
Matter of fact, most people are probably getting their nails done because they have ugly hands and they're trying to distract with some kind of.
Only Tino hand is that sexy. But you already know it, though. You just need me to confirm it for you.
You made this really cool thing, and then I forgot to show it to you this morning. And and she just asked about it, so it's awkward.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna read her question, and you just act like you've seen it.
Oh,
Just
okay.
trust me, it's beautiful because it's just a lot of pictures of you. So I mean, how could it not be
Okay, okay.
beautiful? You know. So. Oh, Tanya had a question. She
Oh,
said, "Did I show Tino the fashion ode that she did for you
oh, it's the one that you showed me this
this
morning.
morning?" Yes,
Oh
yes.
my God. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, it's so like amazing. Oh, oh. It was like
Oh,
absolutely incredible.
oh. Moving on. Now I have to show it to you. Gosh. So when Tino's busy doing stuff, I don't. So what happens, Tanya, is I look at it and think, "Oh, this is cool. I should show Tino." And then Tino's in his head doing genius stuff, and then I forget. That's just kind of how it happens. It actually was amazing. It was very, very amazing. That was beautiful pretending, Tino.
Thank you. It's the normal people emotion that I mimic.
Normal people's emotions that you mimic.
That one. Oh, God, I cried. Okay, now. So,
Right there is your favorite little snap show of all your.
oh, that's my feather.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
list of my
that's when you were a
intro.
virgin. That's when you were not a virgin.
Right.
That's,
Like a virgin, not a
okay.
virgin.
Yeah. Right.
I
Right.
didn't
Right.
claim a virgin. I like a virgin, like Madonna.
Right. Right. ¿Dónde aprendiste tanto?
Oh, aquí. Aprende aquí. Voy a live stream um, a semana. Un semana hace tres o cuatro live stream and aprende aquí a Shop and el Instagram.
Is this the last live stream this evening?
Yeah. I almost couldn't go live today because I have some errand, but I finished an errand early.
You had an errand, but you finished the errand early?
Yeah. When I say errand, I mean people's. I have some people's.
Had society things to deal with.
I have society things to deal with. Don't make me forget. I have shadow too. It's not just floating hot. I have and I probably should do my shadow first. Maybe I should start doing my shadow right now.
Uh-oh. Not Tino does not know Spanish.
Stained glass gel number 6. Okay. Stained glass gel number 6. Apply. I'm gonna make shadows. And the reason why I stop and making shadow now because I realize when I put my shadow on the other, it might get on my white lines. So that is a little bit of troubleshooting. So the order of when this go on also important. So I'm gonna put this on before I do my line work. And you can take your brush and try your best to blend the edge out a little. If you don't want to do that, that's fine.
like this. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, blend it out. Stained glass shadow is pretty easy to blend.
So how do you know where to shadow?
One direction, either in the bottom, on the right, like this, like this.
So wherever it is, just always the same direction?
Yeah, like bottom. But when you do bottom, you don't do top. And then when you do right, you don't do left. So this one right here is bottom right. So this right here is a right, like that. So I leave the left alone, and I leave the top alone. So they're always four different directions. You just pick the direction that comfortable for you. Just top and bottom, pick one, and then left and right, pick one, and then just stick to it in every corner of the shape. Just the bottom. Now I do the bottom again, and onto the right this time. Okay. What do you think about this set, Dustin?
I think they're absolutely delicately beautiful.
I think it's like a dream. It's like
It is very, very
love
much like a
dream.
dream.
What I like is the chaos of the blend, because like when I first started out the blend, you may be able to tell that it's here, here, here. But when I add in this shadow, now nobody can tell the orders. You know what I mean? It looks so blendy all together. It looks very trippy.
Did you show me pictures from Tara?
From Paul. I didn't show you Paul picture.
Okay, good, because I thought I was losing my mind.
Tara sent Paul picture. He was naked in the bed.
Oh!
Yeah.
No wonder you didn't show me.
He was sucking on something.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, milkshake.
Milkshake. Okay,
Milkshake.
that just
Yeah.
cures everything, don't it? Are you sure it was a milkshake?
I
I
wasn't sure,
to make my own determination.
but he seemed pretty happy.
Of course he
So
was.
either way.
Those are looking very fun.
Thank you.
I had a great idea this morning.
What's that?
Well, I forgot it. It was this morning. You know, I can't remember that one.
God.
It was a good one, though. Yeah, I should have wrote it down. Do you think it's warm in Scotland? If you was
No way.
drinking
It
a
gotta be
milkshake.
cold.
I thought it was cold always.
It's gotta be cold in Scotland.
Oh, he needed a sippy cup because he couldn't lift his head.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, his head. His actual head. Okay. Okay, now I'll blend this side. I know I'm not supposed to blend this side, but I think it's pretty. And I'm breaking rules.
Remember, you can break rules.
I can break rules. Yeah, I can break rules. Okay, I know the rules. You can only break rules if you know all the rules.
We've thought about it, lethal lure, but we don't really believe in doing things that you don't like. And this goes for our viewpoints and everyone out in the world. They shouldn't do anything they really don't like. And this doesn't make me happy. watching Tino do art and watching his happiness. Now that makes me happy. But to do it now with my non-artistic ability, plus I just wouldn't put the time in it. I mean, everything he says makes sense, but when it comes down to it, I'm like distracted in 20, 30 seconds.
If doesn't want to do it, you have to practice day and night, practice.
He's a class teaching men to be like me. Well, you know,
No, you don't.
everyone thinks that, you know, I'm just such a sweet,
you
nice
don't want to
guy.
teach them.
But the truth of the matter, or the facts of the whole situation is, you see how you love him. And it's hard to not love someone so adorable and precious. And then the fact that he loves me, well, that just makes me happy camper. So it's not that I'm a great person, I'm with a great person. Isn't that right, honey?
Yeah. You don't want a class that teaching men anything. If you met a guy that he not sweet and he not sincere, don't try to teach him anything. Just be aware of that.
It's just got to be the perfect fit, you know? Yeah. No, I know you, like Danny and what's his wife's name? I just know.
Oh,
You know,
it's not with an A.
the Alaskan girl,
Ooh,
you know,
Abalone or
you know, the history buff, one that lived through. Abby.
Abby, yeah. Oh, Abby,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
But yeah, I mean, when you truly find the one that you're supposed to be with, it just works. It's nothing that can be taught. I know that I wake up in the middle of the night every time I wake up in the middle of the night, and I just hover over him like some kind of serial killer, looking creepy, caressing his beautiful little cheek. But I do wish that everybody could find the perfect match.
But the thing is, you don't find it.
It just happens,
Yeah,
because I think that's one of the things that works perfectly for us too, is the fact that when we met, neither one of us was looking for a relationship, knew we had fallen in love, and hated it because we're independent people. But boy, when it's there, it is good.
I have a client who is a psychologist on relationship, on marriage, and then a psychologist on sex, a sex psychologist. So I gotta spend about 5-6 years having a lot of conversation with them. And one thing that they say, the marriage psychologist, yeah, they say one thing that people do wrong is they looking, and I say why, and they say, well, they don't know what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
They have an idea of what they're looking for, but not necessarily the right one for them. I thought that what kind of makes sense.
No, that's true. What happens is we're pressured usually by our parents or whatever to get in some kind of relationship. Even accepting parents of a unorthodox relationship still want, you know, you to be with someone to be happy, but that puts a timeline pressure. You know, I wasn't with anybody till I met you, and at 38 years of age, and then bam, there you were, and I definitely wasn't looking.
Yeah, it's just that thing that Larry told me that it just stick to me until this day. He say people don't know what they're looking for. They know what they want, but they don't know what's right for them.
What's right for them? That's better.
So they spend all their time looking for something, while the one that meant to be for them are right there and didn't notice and just lost it. I thought that would make sense.
Well, it really does. It does. And then the fact that what we did the first few years we was together, that strength, that's completely unorthodox. but a blessing that we was able to, spend those unadulterated 2 years together with no one else's input.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. By Karen says, or where'd it go? Oh, by or Tara says, if you're looking for something specific, you're ignoring the unexpected. That is just such the truest with everything.
Yeah. What I learned from my client is he say, well, everybody have a type that they're compatible with, but then everybody have an idea of what they want. So like they want, let's say their profile is a tall Hispanic man, 6'5", smart, making a lot of money, and
Or a bedridden Viking,
yeah,
sipping on an ice cream.
so they have an idea of what they're going for. So they going for them, they bring them home, and now they're clashing. So now they spend the rest of their life trying to change them, trying to teach them, trying to train them to the perfect version of a man. But it's not, because that is what they want. It's not necessarily what's right for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they pick up a dude that they envision in their head, but then that dude could be like so arrogant or doesn't respect him or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they spend the entire marriage life trying to change that guy. Trying to teach them.
The more stubborn you are, the more miserable.
So I thought that
Oh,
was
my
like,
goodness.
wow, Larry, thank you. He was like, nothing.
I love you. She said, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go throw this guy away.
You know, conversations like that absolutely enrich me. I was very blessed to be around people that willing to tell me those things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
got a lot of cool clients.
people of wisdoms.
And it's not just like that his job, that his like career. Like he's like fabulous at doing that.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I said, just find who treats you right, has similar morals, and then treasure and water your garden. Yeah. Because all the time, too, I hear people say things like, you got to cultivate the relationship. You got to work hard at it. And I'm like, what?
We don't get.
How's that? I don't. Oh, no.
If I spend $1,500 to buy an iPhone, I don't want to fix it when I come. When it's home, I want to turn it on and it work immediately.
Right.
I don't want to fix, program in it, reprogram, reset in it. I don't want that. If I spend that much money to buy an iPhone, I want it to work right away when it come home. Same with boyfriend.
Oh my goodness. I love you, baby.
Okay. Now let's top coat this.
Since you make bank doing nails and being a therapist. Actually, that's kind of what we did for.
That's why we did.
For a long time, and
Our
we
client love us.
Yeah.
Our client absolutely love us because of that. Because we don't really pretend with them.
Oh no.
If they are doing something that actually fuck up, we totally will call them out.
Yeah, we'll be like,
and they love it.
Yeah,
they love it because their friend doesn't do that.
No. I enjoyed it. It was like, a soap opera every time everyone came. Because the way we worked was he does the nails and all that, and I keep him distracted because most people don't recognize or realize all that goes into this. But also, you know, as long as they were doing the Becky moves right, then I got to dig into their souls. And some of those clients, I got to be around with him for 7, 8 years. You know, you really get to know a person at their most comfort zone.
Yes.
No acrylic. Oh, and the stories we've heard.
The conversation that even going on in the nail room,
Man.
especially when they familiar with our conversation on live stream. Oh, it's nothing compared with the conversation in the nail room.
Yeah, they have no idea the things that we've encountered when people are feeling very, very, very safe and comfortable. But man, we kept track. We got books. We got dirt on so many people. We're just hoping they become successful so we can blackmail them. Oh, I can't wait. Like, you remember January 7th, 2000?
What's going on at Tino? Stay at Tino. But
No, we didn't sign no NDAs.
but Tino is closing for business. So,
It's a new company. Oh my God, no. Oh, boy. We should maybe do a story time live one of these days.
story?
Yeah, story.
Story.
You know.
It doesn't work like that. I say I cannot plan a story.
I know,
I
right?
have to be triggered.
We gotta be. Just
I have to be in the mood to tell the story too. Because sometimes I'm not in the mood to tell the story.
Right, because right now we might just say any old stuff, but you know.
Sometimes I'm just too focused.
We
I'm not
might realize we need a filter.
Yeah. A story is something that are spontaneous, something that you only catch in the moment.
Right.
You cannot, you don't have schedule for that.
Yes, that's the
You
retirement.
just have to
point
be
of
lucky
our
enough to
little
be
book.
in the live while the story is going on. But other than that, you cannot plan a
Tara,
story.
please filter out all the.
You can't plan a story. Just have to catch it in the moment. And there's a few times we have some really good story, and then the life have issue, and we couldn't save the life.
I know, right? And no, that was convenient. That was the universe saying, "Hey, you said some hurtful shit for a lot of other people who don't understand your mentality. We can't let this slide." You know.
Yeah.
Because we say crazy shit, but ultimately we
No.
don't judge, we don't care.
It's because we
just
don't
live our
judge,
life,
so it's seemingly
you know.
crazy.
Right? It's people
I don't
take
think that's
things
crazy.
wrong.
I don't think it's that crazy.
People interpret things wrong, or they hear how they want to hear them. You know. I love you.
Back to now. Why you turn over before killing? So, a nail is curved. So when I put top coat on the surface like this, well, you gotta know top coat is liquidy. It's liquid. So any liquid will be pulled by gravity. So on a curved surface like this, gravity will pull the top coat to the side. That's why most of the time when people polish a nail, they polish and they cured it, and then they discover when they took the picture is the nail lose the shape. It's no longer sharp and square. It's like scoval. It's like lumpy. It's because your side is now gone. The side is now kind of thickish. It doesn't look curvy, but it's just not straight. It's not straight because you apply liquid on here and you don't cure it right away. So it dripped. So I have two joy. Sometimes I put on top coat on one nail. I tell my client cure that nail. While I working on top coat on the other nail, and I tell her cure that. So I switch back and forth. So I just top coat one nail and I cure it. That's my number one choice. My second choice is I apply it to all the nails, but then I turn her hand around. Because when you turn it around like this, upside down, what happens is gravity will pull the top coat to the center. So now it pull up to the center, so all the side will now be nice and neat and clean and thin, because now the top coat again, gravity will do the work for you. It will put it to the center. And the center of the nail right here, I call it the spine of the nail. And it doesn't matter how thick the spine is. I mean, I can make the spine of the nail really, really thick, and my nail still looks sexy and attractive because you need to worry about this. The side and the free edge and the cuticle. Everything around the nail needs to be nice and neat for it to keep its beautiful shape right here. But the spine, it doesn't matter what's going on here in the middle. It can be really, really thick, but that'll be fine as long as it's not dripping to the side. So sometimes when I paint, you notice that I might do a little extra stroke right here and here. And sometimes I know that people are like, why he doing that? Why don't he care? Why he keep on stroking on the nail? And what I did is I'm not adding gel. I'm removing gel and return it to the bottle, and I'm removing it and return to the bottles. That's what I do because I'm watching out for the side because I work with layers. So especially when you work with layer, you need to watch out for the shape even more because you need to complete the nail and the shape is still sexy like that. See, when I post on the video, it doesn't matter where I turn, it's still nice and straight.
Even and perfect.
Everything is even and perfect. So that's another thing about gravity. What is this people?
You're looking like you're about done.
I'm about done.
Did you cure everything?
Oh, let's go ahead and bedazzle this.
You know, you gotta go ahead and bedazzle that, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna bedazzle this too. I would choose oh, pink opals. So I think that I already put this on the website. Rose opal. You might want to check the bling category, but I'm pretty sure that it's on the website. But I'm gonna use this. It's called Rose Opal Maxima. I love this pink. I know the opal are not for everyone because some people like Cindy doesn't like opal. Cindy doesn't like any kind of opal, but I love opal. I think it's so elegant. It's so subtle and soft. Yeah, I like it. I love opal. But this is pink opal. I only have the white opal and the pink opal. But there's more. I'll put on later. But there's like blue Pacific opal and purple opals. Okay, now. How am I gonna go about it? I don't like cuticle line. I guess scatters. You know, I'm gonna do the thumb first, since I don't really care much for the thumb. I'm gonna do it first. One big one right here. I'm gonna cascade down to about here.
I'm not sure how much the whole collection would be.
The whole collection of what?
Products.
If you buy the whole collection from me, not everyone would do that. Not everyone can do that because you gotta be into everything. If you know what I mean, because you gotta know I teach pigment, I teach chrome, I teach 3D. I pretty much teach everything. I only seen about 3 or 4 people that buy everything in the shop because they into everything. But just so you know, if you want to buy my whole collection, just so you know that you gotta be into everything because that's all I teach is everything. I don't teach a certain like a certain subject. I'm into everything. Not everybody are into everything.
Mhm.
Only me. And 3 other
Tara
people.
said it's around 3,500 to 4,000. That's not bad at all.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. But you should start with what you're most comfortable with. Because you get something you're not comfortable with, it's going to be discouraging
Right.
to you. And this,
Right.
you follow what
I suggest that you watch it live.
Mm-hmm.
You watch it live. That is the most important thing. You watch it live, 'cause then you can understand the product more. You can search for specific things.
Come to Vegas. Are we going to go to Vegas this year?
Vegas, you know,
I think we're burnt out on it, aren't we?
we have debate on Vegas multiple times. It's just too close to Orlando because Orlando premiere is in June, and
then we got to bam and get everything ready. And
yeah, we like to do Vegas, but IBS have made us frustrated a couple of times. They gotta give us something because Orlando premiere give us free boots. They give us $20,000 worth of free boot. So I mean, we are loving Orlando premiere. We are loving premiere in general. So I mean, IBS, we gotta got something now.
And then
We have too many choices now, so IBS gotta make it worthwhile for us.
now we did San Antonio, Austin. I don't know about, but we did San Antonio
Premiere.
premiere, and we like it. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna go back there next year.
I'm such a big fan of premiere.
I'm such a big fan of
The
premiere.
security is great. The decoration is great. The space is great. I mean, we went to IBS and they stuck us in like almost in the back. We don't want to be in the back. We want to be in the front of everything. Premiere advertise for us and everything. Advertise our product. They just do.
And also know this about us. Tino and I refuse to be stagnant people, and we are ever evolving, and we don't plan too far ahead because that's how you enjoy life. There's no disappointments if you're living by the moment.
Yeah.
So Cindy pretty much comes up with where we're gonna go and what's the best thing for us, and then we just follow her lead because we have 1,000% faith in her. She's a wonderful lady. She does great business, and
She takes the high road.
she takes a high road on everything. And really, we just get to sit back and be ourselves and allow Tino to do exactly what he wants to be the best he can. So
It is a pleasure doing business with Cindy because if I do business with somebody else, what do you think about me sitting here teaching for free? They're not gonna like it. They're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing? Why don't you charge for it? Why don't you take a class?" But Cindy totally understands it.
right, she's allowing Tino to be his best self as opposed to other people trying to.
She's not like she's not greedy.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay, it's fair. And not a lot of people can understand that. Several people that I go with in the past don't understand my business mentality. They think it's such a foolish thing to hand out everything for free. And in class, even they will be like, "Well, why you teach so much? Why don't you save some technique for later?" I'm like, I have a lot of technique. And the fact that they don't even believe it, they're like, "Well, just make sure you save your ammunition." I'm like, you have no idea how much I know. You're crazy.
That's exactly it, Novel Nails. She respects the craft.
Yes.
And isn't trying to use us for $1.
So it's a very healthy relationship.
It really is.
Oh, what do you think?
I think
I
it's
like
stunningly beautiful, and I really like
Scattered.
it. Yeah. It gives it more of a picky. I don't know how you find out about the other
events,
the nail shows.
I guess I will be the one to tell you, and then I have to post for premiere too. I need to ask Kyla how that going. I have to post for premiere. You find it. You probably will see me post on it ahead of time. Like when I'm about to go beauty show, I make sure I tell everyone about it ahead of time. Like my next show is Anaheim. I don't do a lot of beauty show. I only do like 3 or 4 a year.
And we just
sometimes not even that much.
I don't know I feel like that's why I'm being a little hesitant, but I feel like we don't know it yet, but I feel like the universe is getting ready to roll us into something else. I don't know what, but I feel something grander coming.
Okay.
I just feel it.
Then beauty show?
Yes. And
Oh,
I'm not sure what, and it may, I don't know. I've had a few little things,
okay.
seeds drop, or, tidbits.
You see sign. You see.
I've seen some signs. That's it. Some signs of evolution for us.
Okay.
I think it starts off in Scotland. I'm not sure about
my
that
God.
for sure, but such pretty ones. Tanya said, yes, it's coming to Australia. Chad says she feels it too.
See what?
An upgrade evolution coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the world, they think manifest whatever you want, but we literally live on the thing that it's not our life to live.
Yeah. It was chosen, and we just have to follow the sign.
It's just like how I found Tino and Tino found me. We weren't looking, and we just followed the signs, and then boom, there it is one day. And what a blessing, because Lord knows what I would have came up with out there hunting, trying to find someone to get along with me. Can you imagine? Oh,
It's so girly.
girly.
It looked like cloud in the distance too.
See, I was gonna put those on wearing around
I
night.
love cloud. I want a name. I called it Love Dream, but
He's using crystal magic for the glue.
yes, crystal magic glue. The dryer is almost coming.
Yes, Jazz, they do. They look like a picture. They look touchable.
I love the airiness of it. It's just so airy. It makes me feel like I'm in the cloud. It's like cotton candy. And just the fact that it's so blendy that you just don't know where to start. It's just so blendy.
I'll go check your room, baby. See.
Okay. I love it. And let me show you the one I did yesterday. If you don't remember, I jogged your memory. Yesterday we learned about Play-Dohs. We do black flower, black rose yesterday. Yeah, we do this yesterday. And then one of the audience asked, Tina, can you put pigment into white Play-Doh? And I was like, okay. And then I did it and it worked. And then I know how to top coat it and everything. So yesterday I did this. So this is rainbow rose using Play-Dohs. I already have videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a set for today. Why don't you want to sell them? Number one is the nail is in my side because I'm posing with them. So since it's on my side, I like to keep it because people couldn't wear them. If people wear them, then it have to be on their side. But I'm not gonna repeat this design. I don't have time to repeat it. I need to move on
And
to
it's
something
memories.
else. Because my objective is not really a seller. My objective, because I'm a designer, so I need to be filled with vision and design, or else I'm not gonna able to think of anything. So my mind needs to be active, like playing puzzle every day.
Yes.
And if I were in a business of selling, then I wouldn't have anything pretty to sell to you.
Recreating old
I just
work, because they're not going to come with something new.
Like
and then,
if I start selling my creation, I promise you that within a years my page will be super boring. You see like rainbow, like ombre, glitters, like ombre again, solid now. You'll see boring stuff. Just because I'm in the business of selling now, that I have to, produce. I don't have time to create. So right now, what I do is I create, and then my viewer, the one that are watching my live, they produce.
recreate.
Right? They produce because I make the vision, so now they don't have to think of anything tricky. They can just reproduce. So that is arrangement.
Because if you've been paying attention, Tanya that's on here, Viva, her right there, TLC, there's a bunch of them that absolutely have increased their by 150%, and they absolutely can recreate whatever you want just as well. But if Tino was doing nails for people and or press-ons, you would never see him. I would never see him.
Yeah. 'Cause I did press on before. I did press on before, and I'm telling you, I make good money off press on, but I hate every bit of it.
Over and over.
I post this set, it's amazing, it's so cute, and then they like, ooh, I want that set. I have to sit there and make that set again, and I tell you, I hate.
Because once
I
you're
hate
done,
it.
you're done.
Because the magic is gone, the interest is gone. Now I literally have to like reproduce my work, and it's so boring. It's like so boring. I'm trying to think of a TV show that are boring to compare. It is so boring. Like God,
Well, what I know for sure is this.
it's worse than God, watching God.
When you're on the hunt, and that's what I call it, you get this idea in your head, and you're like, how can I make this happen and
How can
achieve it?
I make it come to life?
And you'll just, in your little thing like a mad scientist, and then you'll have an intensity to you. It's like a roller coaster. And then, boom, once you've figured it out and you have that vision in your mind, then you're excited and you're happy. And I'm thinking, boy, I'm going to get some lovin's tonight, and everything's good. We're going to have steak. And then you succeed, and then you're proud, and then you're on to the next thing.
Right. The
And
moment that I
walk
done
with
with
it.
a nail set, a vision, I'm done because there's no more challenge. You know, like before when I created this, there's curiosity. It's like, okay, this is what I want. I want a cloud. I want an illusion of love. But then how I approach it, how I do the ombre, how do I put the pigment on here, and then the heart is still gonna be separate. I have to think about all that. And then I like, okay, so my plan gonna go in with pigment base, and I'm gonna blend the pink in pigment base, and then I have to somehow find a way for me to ombre it through without messing up the pigment. And then I have to block it in order for me to separate the heart. Then I have to pigment the heart and twinkles. And then I was like, well, it's nice to add in the shadow. So after all that done, now I'm no longer into it because I know how to do it. Now I need to find something else that I need to solve. Yeah.
And I'm no longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's problem solving is what it is.
It's like eating dessert. Like you don't want to repeat a dessert. You want to eat like after you eat
Well, I don't know if that's a good example.
well, after you eat like a velvet cake, you want to eat like a key lime pie, and then you want to move on to a little piece of the peach cobblers, and then a little cherry pie here and there. You don't want the same thing over and over, like sit there all day to eat velvet cake, like
Yeah.
cake after cake after cake, the same thing. It's like a dessert repeat. And to me, nothing worse in the world than a dessert that repeat. It's totally depressing. So you just need, I need stimulant.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a weird example, but anyway.
Not really. But I'm eating. I'm not good at
You say, I don't know, I can eat red velvet all day.
Right.
It's kind of a weird example.
I'm with you, Jamie. I'm like,
trying to find an examples. So this is what we come up with today. I hope you enjoy this live. And tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm gonna have live tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining in with me today. Sam with dinner every day. Any flavor cheesecake.
Oh, yeah, that's my weakness right there.
Yeah, I love cheesecake.
But cheesecake,
Classic
I can't
cheesecake.
eat a lot of it all at once, but I will keep going back to it till it's gone.
I have a period of time when I drowned in cheesecake before.
For that blessed day.
Yeah, you remember?
Someone sent us one from New York.
Stephen.
And then you loved it, and I was like, oh, thank goodness.
One about Viva, he sent every year. Christmas, he just sent us cheesecake. All different kind of cheesecake.
Good night,
So that's
Lisa.
one night. Good night, everyone. Bye bye. What do you put on Rhinestone? So it's called do you have a phone? You have a yeah. It's called Rose Opal. I think that it's on the website. Let me search for it. tinovo.shop.
Get ready to end.
Okay, tinovo.shop. Links. Okay. The crystal set I'm using a rose opal right here. It's so convenient now that I have the set on my website because before people have to find it on Dreamtime and sometimes people don't know how to find it. But now I already have the kit. So this is rose opal. All right, everyone. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. Have a good day. And I will repost this live right away so you can rewatch it.